The lost chapter. You're lost, completely, with no idea where to go or who to talk to. You have no idea what you are doing. You had plans, goals, a vision, but now everything feels directionless. You're moving, but not going anywhere. This is the chapter where your mental GPS breaks. But hear this, being lost isn't failure. This is your reboot, where you recalibrate yourself and pave a new direction. This is the chapter where you rediscover yourself. The loneliness chapter. You're not alone, but you feel like it. You're in rooms full of people, yet somehow invisible. No one checks in, because you're the strong one, the funny one, the doing fine one. But inside there's static, a fog, a kind of sadness that doesn't have a name. This chapter doesn't mean you're unlovable. It means something's misaligned, in your connections or maybe even within you. It's not a punishment, it's a signal, a reminder that you deserve real connections, not just company. The slow burnout chapter. You're not crashing, you're not in a full-blown meltdown. You're just tired. Everything feels harder than it should. You're checking the boxes, smiling through meetings, working out, being on, but you feel empty after everything. This chapter hides behind productivity. People praise you for how much you're handling, not realizing you're running on fumes. Burnout doesn't scream, it just quietly dims your light. And the way to catch it is to notice when you no longer care about what used to make you feel alive. This chapter teaches you that perhaps a break or a rest is well needed. The identity shift chapter. One day the music doesn't hit. The people you used to click with feel like strangers. You try on the same old clothes, and they fit, but you don't. This is the chapter where the old you starts peeling off. There's nothing wrong, it's just because you've grown. But growth is awkward. You'll feel fake in your old life, and lost in the new one. But that space in between, that's where reinvention begins. You're not broken, you're becoming. The fake stability chapter. You're not miserable, but you're not fulfilled either. Your life looks fine on paper. Decent job, comfortable routine. And yet, something's off. This chapter is sneaky, because nothing's bad enough to make you change. But deep down, you know you've settled. Comfort has become your cage. And the longer you stay, the more you convince yourself that fine is enough. But stability without joy isn't safety, it's erosion. Hopefully this chapter makes you realize it. The identity unraveling chapter. This is when everything you thought you were stops being true. The role you played for years suddenly feels like a costume. You don't know what to chase anymore because you don't know who's even doing the chasing. But this process isn't just destruction, it's deconstruction. The real you can finally take shape. This chapter hurts because it takes away everything external you clung to. But what's left behind is what was always yours. The chapter where nothing happens. No highs, no lows, just blur. You're not evolving or collapsing. You're just existing. It feels like you're wasting time, like life is passing you by. But here's the thing. This chapter is secretly sacred. Recalibration and healing take place in the background. It's where your nervous system finally gets a rest. Healing happens in the quiet, not the chaos. Not all growth is loud. Sometimes nothing happening is exactly what you need. The rebuild begins. After all the undoing, the questioning, the stillness, something shifts. A spark returns. A new idea forms. A voice inside says, try again. You're not back to your old self, because that version no longer exists. You're something new, stronger from the breaking, wiser from the waiting. This is the chapter that doesn't feel like a beginning, but it is. The hidden lesson? You were never falling apart. You were just making room for your glorious comeback.